Welcome to Nordic Crow Plays Doki Doki Part 6, I believe we're up to. It would be very embarrassing if I was horribly wrong there. Things got really creepy in the second poem reading, but then everything snapped back to normal, except for Sayori's acting a little bit weird. But she's probably just gonna sleep it off, have some chocolate. It's gonna be great. I don't know, I caught some of the thumbnails on this, even though I didn't mean to, even though I was keeping myself away from everything so I could experience this game. I caught some of the thumbnails on it, and I don't know, maybe it's like clickbait or something, because like, I don't see that kind of stuff really seamlessly edging into this kind of game. I mean, Monica clearly knows that she's in a game and she's staring out the monitor and she's not trying to get through, but she knows that there is a world outside. So that's that. On the lighter side of things, I'm helping little Miss Pink Bubblegum Imp Lady, who hates my guts, cook. So let's see how that goes.
I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over.
Alright, fine by me.
Yeah. I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much.
Are you gonna throw me in the oven? Is that what's gonna happen?
So you better look forward to it.
You're gonna throw me in the oven. Oh? Didn't you just say you were gonna give me the dirty work?
Well, I was just saying that.
You just say a lot of things, 'cause you're an ungrateful bubblegum imp.
It's not like I could act like in front of everyone.
I thought you hated me because I wasn't impressing you with my poems.
That I was looking forward to this.
What, really?
Well, kind of.
You couldn't have possibly known that I would pick you over Yuri.
Just because I never got to bake with someone else before.
Trust me, there's a reason there's a saying, too many cooks in the kitchen.
That's all it is, so...
Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday.
Never mind.
She wanted me to sleep over. No, she wanted to sleep over at my house because she doesn't want me to meet her dad. Whatever song! Oh my god, I know this is your favorite game. She really likes the music on this. Anytime it pops on, she tries to like combine with the monitor. I think Monica's calling out to her or something. I can't believe this. Natsuke is going to be coming over to my house on Sunday. Didn't she say she was done with me? She wouldn't let me read her poems and she didn't want to read mine. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Why? She's just a friend. You love Yuri. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. No, I haven't. She's a bubblegum imp. There's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. See, this game tries to be creepy by saying there's no telling what might end up happening. But, like, nothing happens. It's just cupcakes. And oh my gosh, there's some icing on her face, because that's a trope overused a couple too many times. Wow, what an amazing spin. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this a chance I have to make something happen between us? No! You're just trying to make her hate us a little less. Or is it too early for that? I like Yuri. You know, we have literature rants together. River Song! I know this is your favorite game! I kind of think we're kind of getting close to the end of it though. Because, like, Monday is apparently when everything happens, and this is all going to take place on Sunday, when Natsuke is coming over. So, we should be, you know, kind of close to the end of the game, little miss. Little miss, trying to reach into my face. Only time will tell, but until then I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. Such a player. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuke's upcoming visit. You know how to deal with that, right? Turn off the phone, close all the blinds, and just sit down and watch Netflix until it asks if you're even there. That's the best way to get rid of anxiety. I can tell myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Yeah, I think so. She's mostly talk, to be honest. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. Ooh, a lot of smiley faces. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. No, that's exactly the same personality. It's annoying how cute she is, because she's not actually cute. She's bickering and shallow and likes to cut people down and defensive and just not my kind of person. So I'm not surprised that she's the kind of girl that goes tee-hee-hee-hee-hee-hee and then puts in like 5 smiley faces and a couple of lols for good measure. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. That's just being a girl. I'm sorry. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's a little alarming. Do you usually hear things from her? It's not like we text each other all the time or anything. Oh, then what are you worrying about? But I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. She lives just down the block. Knock on the door, offer her a bowl of soup and a box of chocolates. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's aside when she might really need me? Knock on the door and find out. Don't just sit here in turmoil. Just go up and find out. River Song! She's trying to combine with the computer. And it's not working. She's just knocking the setup down. And putting claws in my back. Like an ungrateful fat cat. Okay, I'm just gonna kick you off my lap. Goodbye. Alright. Now my lap is cold. Alright, phase shift. I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Good man. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often, we've made a habit of simply entering each other's homes like we were family. That may work before she was like a woman, but now you have to knock. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. Don't go up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. Maybe she's asleep. Maybe she's got her headphones in. Maybe she's doing something you shouldn't walk in on. I head up to her room where I finally find her. What a cute cow stuffed animal. I want one of those. Hey, wait a minute. What's with her calendar over here? I mean, you know, obviously people keep calendars, but she's got an entire month scribbled out. Like, something happened that month that she'd rather not remember. So this is January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. What if this is taking place in November? And she came home hurt and she scribbled out that month because she doesn't want to remember that November was the day that I joined the club. And she got her hopes up that I would fall hopelessly in love with her and wound up falling in love with Yuri and Natsuki, apparently. Because I've done that before, where you're like really upset and you just scribble out the entire month on your calendar. It means you're really upset about something. So I guess this game takes place in November. Sayori? Hi, Crow! Oh! The lack of music was very offsetting. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. You're very lucky there were only like pants and t-shirts hanging out around here. I mean, it could very probably be like bras hanging from the roof. Over the potted plant here. The closet full to bursting with bras. No, Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is messy as it always has been. Do you want to tell me that this is messy? This is spick and span. Look at that. You can see the bed. My room is nothing like this. It's got like... I have like tons of stuff here as a base layer, and then stuff piled on top of that stuff, and then of course there's this one super tall thing that hangs out, and I've hung bras off of it. It's that kind of room. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations he's had for years now. Why is her bed so small? That's pretty small.
If you come over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
What wall decorations for years now? I mean, I'm like that too, where you like put something up on your wall and go, oh, that's nice, and then you turn around and you never look at it again. Like, I've got things up here that are from fandoms that I haven't been involved in years. That's because I end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today?
Yeah, but wait. How did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Natsuki texted her. This isn't a plot.
Monica told me.
Oh. Monica, you gossip.
It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
Well, it's not really that important as far as festival preparations go. That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today?
Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
My kind of girl. Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then?
Yep.
There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. It's awkward. Leave her alone. Let her eat her box of chocolates. Oh wait, you forgot to bring it. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head.
That's no good, Crow. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings...
Wait. No, if you're depressed, you can't, like, just continue to act like you're not depressed, because that makes it worse.
If I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all.
I know that's the anime way to go about it, but don't ever do that in real life.
You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't even have been thinking about me right now.
That's dark.
But this is just my punishment, isn't it?
What, my company is that disturbing to you? Huh? Huh, little miss? Oh, those are actually cute. Never mind.
I'm getting punished for being so selfish.
Yeah, with my charming company. Why are you saying this is a punishment? I thought I came over here all the time. Why is that bad?
I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today.
No, I came over because I was concerned about you, and now I'm even more concerned.
It just wants to torture me.
Whoa. Is this because you care about me and I'm interested in someone else? You can't giggle like that after saying something so dark. Sayori. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulder. Shake vigorously. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. That's because she needs chocolate to put it there.
You really put me in a trap, Crow. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Oh, Monica was saying something along that lines. But I don't trust Monica, man. The fact that she knows about the fourth wall and kind of likes breaking it is a little disturbing. Because I keep getting like this mental image of her trying to claw her way out from behind my monitor. Which isn't like the scariest thing I've ever played in a game. But for some reason the chill, cutesy way of this game makes it a little bit more intense. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Crow? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life.
Oh. You taking any meds for it? I know a great doctor. Probably not in Japan, though. I'll put him on a plane. He won't mind. Well, he won't mind once I drug him. Anyway.
Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed.
I call those days Sundays. In all seriousness, though, speak to a doctor now.
What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am?
Oh, jeez. I hate how a lot of anime characters do play on that a lot. I've definitely had a couple of cutesy, sweetsy anime characters that suddenly the big reveal is something very similar to this. And then it's the heroine's job to jump in and say, "No, no! Let me show you the beauty of the world!" And then they go off on this fun montage of him showing her ice cream and then spilling a little, and then of course that trope scene going on. But this is kind of a painful subject for a lot of people. If this game is going to try to take on major depression, it better take it on with accuracy. Where are Sayori's parents? Because any parent would have noticed this, and they would have gotten to her to a doctor when she was a minor and gotten her on a lot of depression medication. And she would be doing much better than she is right now. And if this game really wants to take on this kind of area, they need to explain why the parents aren't here, and they need to do it now.
Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me.
This is irritating to me. Because I have done depression before, and it's not just about feeling worthless. It's not about not finding a reason to get out of bed. It's about having something in your life that's constantly pushing you down, and you give up fighting against it, and you give up trying to go around it. There's nothing in her life that's putting her down. She just feels worthless. For no discernible character reason. And that's a poor choice for the game makers to make. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. Probably close the game. I got another game on Steam that's like really freaking good. It looks quite cool. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? People in major depression can't, by the way. Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it you never told me about this? If you're ever feeling something like how she's describing, you need to talk to someone, and talk to them now. Talk to friends, talk to parents, talk to doctors. Because this does get very serious. Very serious. And it's not something you make a game out of. It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Way to make it about you, Man Crow. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Oh, well, nice save, Man Crow. Even if there's only so much that I can do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. Like a lollipop at the end of every day. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me.
You don't understand at all, Crow. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things.
How much longer is this scene gonna go on? I'm gonna, like, grab that book right there and smack her upside the head with it until she starts making sense. Character sense, at least.
I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head.
I'll show you what a bat being swung against your head looks like.
Uh-huh. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone to be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart.
That's because they're all chicks. It's called jealousy.
So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
Except the path where you go see a psychologist, you get in touch with your lazy, distant parents, and you speak to your friends about your problems.
Uh-huh.
You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori, but I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do.
No, Crow. There's nothing at all. The only thing that could be helped is if everything could be like it always has. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
I need to give her a different voice, because she's really cheerful in what I'm saying, but, like, really dark in what I'm transcribing. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I imagine a lot of Let's Play YouTubers were, like, shaking their screen, trying to comfort Sayori, and I just want to bitch slap her.
I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand.
It's called jealousy. If, like, Yuri didn't have, like, size triple E boobs, you wouldn't feel that that spear in your heart.
And now you come here, and I made you hurt too.
No, this is bonding.
And I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments.
Is there an option here where I can, like, call a helpline? Is there a... Where's my phone? Summon, ascend, bring forth.
Because I deserve every last one.
Now, what did you ever do? Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Nah, don't just hug her. That's not what she needs. You need to call someone who knows what she needs, because even I don't know.
Crow.
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. Please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Crow. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. Oh, unrequited hugs. So awkward. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this.
Crow?
Hi.
Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. I'm not heartless. Some of my heart goes out to this, but this is a big move on the game maker's part. A very big move. And I think it needs to get addressed. Because we're not finding out why Sayori is depressed, why she feels like she's not worth anyone's attention whatsoever. She just feels this way. And it would be nice to see a little bit of character development into why she feels this way. Typically there is this omnipresent stress bearing down that will, you know, make others feel this way. It's there all day, every day, can't get around it, can't get over it. And I'm not seeing that in her life. Yeah, she hangs on to the past. And it doesn't really seem like she's that social in school aside from her club and myself. But maybe it's got something to do with her parents. Maybe if I was like calling on Sayori more, I would have been able to see more detail. Like, I bet you that's it. Because Yori, I wouldn't have known that Yori has trouble expressing herself because she's afraid everybody thinks she's a know-it-all if I didn't go on like 2 dates with her. So, no matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. Yep. Go, man. Grow, go. Also, get her a call number. Like a good contact number. Dot, dot, dot. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori puts her arms around me in return. Finally! I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Crow. Yeah, that's actually accurate. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. That's really deep depression there. She's gotta, said before, I'll say it again, gotta talk to someone. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Yeah, because if you open yourself back up to joy, then you feel the pain all the more, is what the fear is. Sayori lets me go, and so she does, and I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Yeah, that would make her feel worse, because canceling would make her feel even more selfish. So what you have to do is you gotta bring Natsuke over here. And Sayori, Natsuke, and me can all bond over baking stuff. I mean, she looks like she's got a good oven. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. Yeah, she's just telling you she doesn't want to make a fuss over this. And you're like, oh, let's make a fuss over this. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? Yes. Say yes. Drag her along. Drag her along by the back of the shirt. Just, whoop, we go this way. Or like, pick up her cow and be like, I got your cow. Follow me. It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if it would be very good for me today. You understand, right? Yeah, overstimulated. It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright, I look forward to it. We're gonna go to the festival. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, out. I still find myself feeling uneasy. You should have given her a good contact help number. Those are good to hand out, because if you give them out and then they don't need it, then it's just, wasted paper. That's fine. But if you give it out and they need it, then it does a world of good. Saves a life. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worried too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at home anxiously waiting Natsuke's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door and let her in. Ooh, what a cute outfit! Oh gosh darn it, you're tricking me, aren't you? Something one of my sisters would wear, though. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuke in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. I'm seeing that she is possibly a fan of pink. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. Yeah. You're sitting there ogling her randomly. No part of her in particular is ogled more than the rest, but you're just generally ogling her, you know, it doesn't make a girl feel awkward.
It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird, and just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in.
Ooh, I have a sweet-ass kitchen. I always had a kitchen like this. This is a nice kitchen. It's even got a roof. What a lovely roof. There's one light out. There's always one light out. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Like an entire kitchen. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies.
Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job.
Yeah, that's a good plan. I've got like 2 bowls, 5 plates, a tea set, and the barren emptiness that is my counter.
You bought everything I asked you to, right?
Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Whenever someone asks you to do that, I always buy like the wrong ingredients. They'll go out and they'll be like, buy me some kosher salt. And I'll go out and I'll get some like table salt and they'll be like, this isn't right. I'll be like, God, where'd the demon come from?
Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part.
You lazy sack of bones. Well, of course. I'm surprised to see Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky, like she usually does. Now, I can respect Snarky. Snarky is clever. Snarky is sassy. Snarky is character development and character complexity. What she says is just generally stupid. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? She's a bitch inside of school. Anyway, let's go to the kitchen.
What, you're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me?
I have a counter right there. Just plop it down right there.
Where's your hospitality, Crow?
It's in this brick that I'm gonna crash into your face if you keep this up. Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I am a gentlewoman! I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. Kinda like my purse. I always have like 3 cans of soda, some snacks, like a makeup bag, big ass wallet, 2 pairs of headphones, an umbrella, a hat, some gloves, a really small calendar, a really small notebook, like 5 pens, some pill bottles, and a Febreze.
I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed?
I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I'm always underestimate you.
It's because I'm so small, isn't it?
You jerk. Ooh, Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Jeez. Make signals, ahoy. Hey, hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Look, a girl can call herself small, but you can never call a girl small. She's gonna kick you in the crotch now. Farewell, future children. It was nice knowing you.
It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they think I'm worth my size.
Now, a lot of people like pocket-sized people. Like, besides, you're like perfectly centered into my frame here. I don't see what you're talking about. If you could, like, scoot, like, this far over your left, though, I could stop having my OCD get triggered by this one light.
It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people.
Pocket-sized, I like it.
But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? I don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What?
That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that.
Hey! Now you are treating me like I'm a kid, only because you've got the stupid kid arms where the girl like gets angry, so she makes a super melodramatic chest forward, arms back, fists wangling a little bit, the overly cutesy face, and there's usually like a swing to the hips too. If you're mad, there should be like
furrowed brows, Viking snarl, fists of rage. You know, not this.
I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know. And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri,
She does.
doesn't mean you should treat me like, Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red.
Does this make me a pedophile because I'm interacting with a girl that seems so much like a child?
Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything.
I should apologize.
I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body shapes like yours. There are a ton of guys who are into any kind of body shapes. If I went outside, and I lobbed off my arm, oh, my left arm, and half my face, oh no, my face, and yeah, let's call that. There'd still be a kind of guy that was out there interested in that, because there's always going to be the kind of guy who looks beyond the obvious stuff and sees the better part of you, which would be the remaining face, the remaining arm, them legs though, you know, that sort of stuff. Plus, it's like, there's like a ton of fish in the sea. One of them's eventually gonna like you. How would you know that anyway? Because I'm a guy, but I'm also a woman. Dun dun dun! Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, was that at me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. You get all sour when girls call you gross. Because it reminds me of my 10-year-old sister. Well, when my sister was 10. She called everything gross. Now she doesn't use that word. Now it's all like, ooh! And it's like this really weird, creepy thing. Like, when she was like 5, there'd be like this horrible, gut-wrenching spider crawling around on the ceiling, and she'd be like screaming and running across the house and trying to get that portion of the house like quarantined and contained for like a millennia. But now she wants to make friends with the spiders. She just looks up and gets mad if I let my cats eat it. So, I miss the child. I finally found your weakness, Crow. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please don't call me that in public. People will get the wrong idea between you and me. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back, but she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flowers, spilled liquid, and plastic bags are strewn across every countertop. It looks impeccable. And then I click and it's like a tornado. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Yeah, because it just takes one idiot to mistake the sugar for salt. Or the salt for sugar. Yeah, the salt for sugar. Crow, where did you put the food coloring? Why do we need food coloring? What do you put in your food that it no longer looks like food? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's in the bag. It's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. You're making it all pink, aren't you? I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Oh, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? No, it's harder. Its consistency gets wrong, and then the icing doesn't fuse with the coloring right, and then it comes out a different shade. It's very frustrating. You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring in each. A few drops? No, you gotta put in like half the container for it to turn any shade. Especially if it's like batter. Ah, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just following instructions. Kinda is. That's exactly what it is. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. And then it gets eaten. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up right before they eat it. They look at it for all of like 5 milliseconds before it reaches their mouth. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuke proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes. I ate the flesh of my enemies, and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuke proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Oh, I hope you weren't planning on using that arm for anything in the next 3 days. It's gonna be sore. The icing's still all lumpy. Whisk, 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 whisk. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It'll just take a bit longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Yeah, turn the bowl on the side and then get the whisk and just good at it. You don't have to go in super circles like this. That'll put too much air into it. You just shake it. Here, look. Natsuke grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. Called it. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuke sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. Oh. Charming. Do you know where those hands have been? I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuke suddenly grasps my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Natsuke. I could be having this boring montage with Yuri. Just throwing that out there. Your icing, huh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. Don't make her drop the bowl. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my feet to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger, just as Sayuri tucks it with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuke upon me causing me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross. You got it on my face. Oh my god, I called it. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuke's cheek. Where? She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Use your hand, you ape. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuke instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuke tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. What has this game become? I'm having an icing fight. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. No, I don't. Your hair is dumb. I'm not interested in your reaction. Why? Because you can't hear me because you're an anime picture and I'm real. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. Ooh. So I take Natsuke's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. Whoa. I'm not into girls, so... Thanks, but no thanks. Oh, the icing's gone. That's a nice creator's touch. Did her expression just change? Like, I've never actually actively seen it change like that. That was like an animation almost. Did you seriously just... Ah! Natsuke is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. See, it moved again! It's like an actual animation. Up until now, it's always just been like this hard shift. It's interesting. If Monika did that, that would scare the crap out of me. Because it meant she was climbing through the game. Crow, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? I'm not trying to date her, I just don't want her to hate my guts. Read my poems.
How did the moon turn to this so quickly? And where are my parents? Natsuka gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy?
Eh?
I don't know why the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuka rushes over to the oven.
Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet.
Ugh.
No wonder. You left a dirty rag in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that?
Oh god. Let's take this dirty rag. Like, smother it in chloroform probably. And stick it in the oven. And just turn it on to preheat. It'll be great. You should have checked before turning the oven on.
Don't blame me for your mistakes.
Yeah, you shouldn't leave stuff in ovens if it's not food. Maybe a pan or two, but not food.
Jeez.
Natsuka uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. Oh, it's not a rag, it's a black tray, I guess? Or it's a rag on top of a tray. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Mine goes on for like days. It starts, wah, 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 and you get out a megaphone and just like look up at it and go, I put out the fire last night! Oh my god! There's no danger! And it's just wah, wah, wah. Man, you open up all the windows, you open up all the doors, you get out a fan, start oscillating everything out the doors. There's no smoke anywhere, and it still goes off for like 2 hours after the fire's done.
Anyway, I'm just putting them in the oven now. Yeah.
Tension from the moment before it still lingers above our heads. Let's not, get all icy on the ground whenever there's actual stuff in the oven. Please. But the moment has already been lost, thank God. I got cupcake blocked. I watch as Natsuka slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened.
Ah, that smells so good.
The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuka opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. It's not warm air, it's piping hot air blowing into your face. It like I always open the oven door just to peek so I can just look at what I'm looking at here, and the flesh around my eyeballs scorch. It's hot in there.
Look how cute they all look.
They've all got little screaming faces on them or something. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing.
Not like you need to tell me that. I bought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags.
But the narrator really goes into everything. Can't I say
I had a lot of fun baking with Natsuki. And we had an awkward moment involving icing, just like I have awkward moments involving books with Yuri.
Natsuki hands me some plastic bags.
I have these nozzles that will make them look nice and fluffy.
Yeah, those are called icing tips.
This one can even make flowers.
Dang, you got some nice icing tips. Where you buy them?
We probably won't be using it this time, though.
No, I want to do that. I've never done that before. I always have the standard kind of icing tips where you just cut a hole in the bag and then you apply pressure. Not apply pressure. Not anything professional. Like the flower tips. Those are spendy. And I'm broke. And also not that into baking. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that have much thinner tips than the others. That's a detailer.
That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns.
Or details. So you can do stripes or cross or beading is pretty good too.
But you can also use it to write stuff on the cake.
Yeah, otherwise it's way too thick.
Like happy birthday or whatever.
Huh, I see. That gives me an idea actually.
Huh? Well, it's a literature event, right? We can make even more literature theme by writing a different word on each one of the cupcakes. It'll be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on the word they like. Ooh. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid.
We can write stupid on the cupcakes. We can write in big, bold letters, Natsuki, and they'll know we really mean stupid.
But that's actually a really cute idea, so I really hate cute. Uh-huh. Maybe I'm getting it from you. Eh? What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Really? Are you sure about that? You're dressed like a 6-year-old. Come on, we're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Eh? Did you say something? Nothing.
I am cute. Boosh. Boosh.
Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the pace and fastens the knot until it's used to the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't waste time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. Are we almost done here? When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire her work. Look how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? This is when, like, you put them in a box, and then you trip at the last minute and splat them all against the lid of the box. I've been there before. Don't worry. Ooh, I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really want to save my appetite. Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, she'd probably down 10 cupcakes already. Yeah, we'd never make it. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. No, that's the way I eat, too. It's probably unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can.
Why?
Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner.
Already? That's a shame.
It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you always have this chance. As usually, Natsuki places the blame on me. The blame belongs on you. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right?
Don't trip. Whatever you do, don't trip.
If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Am I going to reimburse you for that? Because baking takes a lot of money, man. It sounds like she got nozzles, a lot of food colorings, some top of the grade pans to hold the muffins, heck of a lot of batter, and it's probably good batter too. Eggs, oil, all that stuff. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash.
No, it doesn't.
More than that. Did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her, like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. I don't like the cute girl. I just didn't want her to hate me. I didn't realize the game would mistake that for me wanting to be a player. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that, if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga, I'll go out somewhere. Do you really mean that? No, I'm sorry. The game is making me say it. Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Crow, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... They've never gotten this close to me before. Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki! Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the side of my shirt, as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. Those aren't parted at all. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. She wants you to kiss her, but I ain't doing it. I've felt it. For a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. But she actually did. That was like an animation. They don't really move that much in this game. It's always been like, one slides in frame, one slides in frame, this one will change pose. It's not actually
hopping back and forth or actively changing her expression like that. That's a little rattling almost. Sayori!
Eh?
Oh,
Sayori!
eh?
Hi, Crow. Sayori. Just now, we weren't, It's okay, Crow. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come by a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad.
I've been that friend before where you come in and you're like, guys, I did it! I vanquished the dragon that eats the Yggdrasil tree, and I crossed the River Dream, and I'm here to watch anime! And they're like, yeah, we're calling it an early day. And I'm like, aww!
Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later.
Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off, and Sayori waves goodbye. See, that was an animation too. Maybe she's the one who has animations, not to freak me out, but to show that she's a very bustly personality. And I just haven't been dating her up until now, so I didn't know.
Sayori.
Oh, Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come over and see for myself.
We had like an icing thing. We had an icing fight. See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy.
No, it makes you really sad.
That you've made such good friends.
No, it makes you really sad.
That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. Game makers.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Crow? I'm supposed to be happy for you.
Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Or if I could stop being a player. Dang! Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Crow. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish.
Oh, just come here. Shh. Hug the monitor. Shh.
Monica was right. I should just...
What did Monica say? Monica that breaks the fourth wall, that knows she's in a game, that would have no problem guiding you to do something you'd regret because she knows you're a game character and thus no one she has to worry over. Kind of like a certain DC character who does horrible, horrible things because he knows he's in a comic. Monica was right about what? Sayori. What I said before was true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden on your mind. Isn't the burden on your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Crow. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori.
It's true, isn't it?
I've been very clear from the get, Yuri is the one for me.
I was weak and started to like you too much.
Go find someone better than Man Crow. He's a bad boyfriend.
I did this to myself. Crow, I like you so much that I want to die.
This is the second time she's mentioned dying, and I don't think it's funny.
That's how I feel. And...
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said, I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know that you need them. I know what you need the most right now. No, you don't. Take her to a doctor, please. And that's what I'm going to give to you. You're going to drive her to a doctor. Oh, no. Ah, shoot. When I was a kid, I'd watch, you know, the Let's Play Titans, and I'd be like watching them make decisions kind of like this one. I'd be like, oh, sucks to be that person. Now I just watch what they picked. And now I am that person. I could say I love you, which is a lie. And I could lead her on for more heartbreak. But she's in such pain, it would be like a temporary band-aid. Or I could be truthful and say, you'll always be my dearest friend. But she's so vulnerable right now. I thought that if I didn't lead on some of these girls that they wouldn't develop feelings for me, but it seems like they've all gone from 0 to 60 as far as that goes. Let's go with I love you. She's so vulnerable, I don't want to know what's going to happen if I click this. I love you. Those are my true feelings, so there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner, but spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day. With you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Crow. Suddenly Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Oh, sweetheart. Crow, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Crow. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this, Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now? Why won't the rain clouds go away? Because you need help. They're not going away at all, Crow. It's okay, Sayori. It might take a little time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Well, okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things. You know, I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. That's what the light looks like. So, I don't want to overwhelm her, but if you leave her the way she's at, it's not going to end well. So she needs to come to a new, bright, overbearing perspective. That is the light, of course, where you are excited to have a first date, where you fuss over the dress for 3 hours, where you fix the hair for 4 hours, and then decide maybe it's time just to leave it down. You know, that kind of thing. She needs to get back to being a girl, not battling with herself 24/7 about how much she's worth. I understand. Well, go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Crow. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Huh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. She wants you. You sat there and you insisted that you knew best for her. And she came to you for comfort. And you said, I love you. So now she thinks that that is the best for her. And you are the controlling boyfriend now, who always knows what's best for her. Look what you've done. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It feels like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, see, I said it. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having so much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. You should be taking her to a doctor. Now. Sign her up with a psychiatrist. You know, you don't have to be crazy to have a psychiatrist. They're amazing. Vast majority of the world already has a psychiatrist. That's why there are still psychiatrists. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back the way they were. They were never like that. It was all false. She was lying to you. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. That seems like a good cutting point right about here. Alright, so we're going to cut it here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, or do all three. And I will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. for Doki Doki Literature Club Part 7, I believe. Jeez, this is really taking a couple of episodes. Alright.